Unsere Realität ist der Wahnsinn. Deluxe.
Schaut euch die folgenden Aufnahmen bitte genau an.
The House Oversight Committee, he chaired that hearing today. Congressman, thank you so much for your time.
And provide some clarity to these families who want answers.
And I want to give you it to clarify. There were some who criticized the fact that the family...
Man sieht im Video, wie die Frau scheinbar von innen ein anderes Auge rausgeschoben bekommt, beziehungsweise vor den Augen ein vertikales Auge hervorrutscht. Auch ihre Zunge verändert sich mehrmals im kompletten Video. Ich verfolge dieses Phänomen in den Medien etwas länger. Ich will keine großen Behauptungen aussprechen, aber diese Videos zeigen zumindest, dass mit der Welt und den Menschen, die in den Medien präsentiert werden, irgendetwas nicht stimmt. Und meiner Meinung nach zeigen sie eine Art Unmenschlichkeit bzw. Besessenheit von etwas. Besessenheit muss ja nicht unbedingt, wie man von Filmen kennt, ein großes Leid nach außen zeigen, mit Rumgeschrei und so weiter, so wie dieser Mann im Hintergrund, was natürlich auch sein kann.
Sure, Chuck Todd of NBC, the political director for NBC, is saying on national television there are no victims.
Besessenheit kann scheinbar nebenbei stattfinden.
There are no victims.
Unauffällig.
This afternoon is Justin Bieber. Mr. Bieber, you are charged with the following: DUI, alcohol or drugs. DUI, alcohol.
Doch das Opfer weiß Bescheid, dass etwas nicht stimmt und guckt weg. Ich konnte meinen Augen nicht trauen, als ich diese Bilder sah, dass so eindeutig unheimliche Körperveränderungen zu sehen sind, aber die an Alien und Dämonen interessierten Menschen dies nicht sehen, hat mich erschüttert. Bei dieser Rede von Barack Obama verhält sich einer seiner Security-Männer sehr komisch. Es ist zwar zu verstehen, dass er bei seinem Beruf aufmerksam sein muss, aber man bemerkt in gewisser Weise eine Unruhe bei dieser Person. Schaut euch jetzt an, wie im Hintergrund sein Kopf eine sehr unmenschliche Gestalt annimmt. Ich habe noch nie so ein Profil gesehen. Diese Aufnahme ist Gold wert. Man sieht systematisch, wie dieser Mann durchdreht. Zwischendurch ist immer ein kleines Augenzwitschern zu sehen. Doch manchmal drehen sie einfach durch. Alles zur Seite und nur diese Augen. Das sollte schon reichen, um anzufangen zu hinterfragen. Ich glaube zum Beispiel nicht, dass das ein Grafikfehler ist, bei einem weltbekannten Sender. Habt ihr dieses Klicken gehört? Das ist bei diesem Video mit Bush auch zu hören und seine Augen drehen wortwörtlich durch, wodurch die Kamera direkt wegzeigt. Wie kann man eigentlich gleichzeitig die Zunge rausstrecken und dabei reden, beziehungsweise das Wort buy so perfekt aussprechen? Probiert es mal selber, es ist unmöglich. Es sei denn, es ist nicht seine Zunge oder es ist nicht er, der dort eigentlich redet.
Economy. I understand credit bubble dynamics. And understand credit bubble dynamics.
This bubble.
We don't think so. The Fed screwed up in our opinion.
Was ist das? Wirklich ein Grafikfehler?
Whoa. Did you?
Schaut euch an, wie sein Gesicht sich verformt und er aus der Kamera verschwindet. Womöglich hat er es selbst bemerkt oder jemand anderer hat ihm Bescheid gesagt. Extrem unmenschlich und unheimlich. Meistens sieht man es an den Augen. Aber auch zum Beispiel an der Kopfform. Und an den Zähnen. Ein anderes unglaubliches Video.
Some believe that every service member should have them. Some believe that every service member should have them. Believe that every service member should have. Some don't because of the risks we talk about, but others say if they can deal with the cost and pay for all of this, it is worth it not only to track missing troops, but to be able to tell friendlies from enemies on the battlefield.
Brian Todd reporting for us. Such devices, by the way, are cost.
Vielleicht sind Verwandlungen ja gar nicht so eindeutig, wie wir es immer in den Filmen sehen. Vielleicht sind solche Transformationen unklar und unscharf, weil es physikalische Probleme gibt mit Wesen, die eigentlich nicht in unseren 3 Dimensionen leben und andere Frequenzen benutzen. Sind das hier tatsächlich Grafikfehler? Oder versucht man mit Grafikfehlern diese Gestalten zu verstecken, um es nach etwas Natürlichem aussehen zu lassen? Vielleicht passieren auch Dinge, die unsere Grafik nicht packt und dadurch Verzerrungen entstehen.
bipolar. Could be that. The doc then predicts how much longer they'll live. Sick, I know, but I also know you want to hear what she has to say. The doc says if these people don't get help or straighten up fast, I haven't pre-read any of this. Brittany won't make it to the age 30, Lindsay won't see 25, and Michael Jackson has no more than 5 years left. At the other end, Angelina's going to have a long, healthy life, and so will George Bush and Nicole Richie.
If you're not already bipolar.
I hear
Russia's ambassador. Russia's ambassador.
Schaut euch zu guter Letzt diesen Reporter an.
Here at Augusta High School that led to Chris Wood's death. The fuck is that? Shit!
Ich glaube, zu diesem Video braucht man nichts zu sagen.
I'm dying in this fucking country ass fucked up town. Shit flying in my mouth. The fuck? I can't see pollen. Let's get the fuck out this country, motherfucker. I can't even see me. Chris Wood's death.
I believe there are reptile aliens here because of my own personal reason.
Baby, look up. What's 1 second? Look, goddammit, I need you to look. Yeah, look at the hole in his eye up top. That ain't no fucking cut.
And the father was the priest there, what would you think?
out here, the chief here. But he started shifting, so I wanted to show you something. If I come back, what I always do when it starts to shift, I want to stop it. And I want to come back here, and I want to just look at things for a minute, okay? It's easier back here to see anomalies, like faces and stuff like that. You see that right there? Come back here, again, you can see more. Like if I come back, I can see stuff on the black part, on that board right there on the wall. Or I can come up and I can look at stuff like that. See it? See the face right there? See that 2 eyes right there? There's the face in the head. That morphed into a face also. He's starting to shift, and there's his eye. See it right there? There's his mouth. His eye is starting to shift. You see the eye right there? There's a bunch of stuff here. There's anomalies going on all over the place. If you look around in these blurry parts, you can find faces. This is the frequency fence that opens up. When the vibrational frequency gets too high, this is what you start to see. You start to see what's really on the frequency, and what is really on the frequency are these entities constantly on all the frequencies that we transmit. Look here on this. Here on the shoulder. So let me come back and let you see it in real time. And you'll see little squares and checkers. And what this is these little squares and checkers are pieces or pixels that open up on the screen itself. The screen loses its energy, electrons. It loses its electrons, and you start to see what's actually behind the transmission or on the transmission. So the screen will actually separate, and you'll see what's actually on the actual transmission. And you'll see these little pixels like that. And sometimes inside of them you can see faces. Yeah, these little checkerboard squares they used to call them. There's a lot of stuff going on in there. I mean, I'll just sit here and hold it for you guys want to take a picture of it. Let me just hold it for you. If you want to take a picture of it, go ahead. A snapshot, and I'll do the same. And you can always go back and look at other stuff, anomalies later. But it was very quick. I didn't get very much. So here you go. Can't show much because it's copyright, obviously. See that thing explode, that guy? See how fast that laser beam killed that guy? Now here's where he shifts. Right there. If I remove the thing. Right now, it changes in hundredths of a frame. It's real fast. So if I can break the frames down in smaller frames, if I can take one 30-second frame, okay? Frame per second, it's 30 frames per second. If I can take one frame and stretch it to 1/100th of a frame, just look at the skull right there. Look how big the skull is. If you step back, you can see that skull right there. Right there. That's a demon. That's who's on here. Little demons are in the frequency all the time, constantly. Always. You can see them all the time manifesting in these squares that separate these pixels from the screen. Look at that right there. I'll take it back. Look at that right there. See that? Start to see it if you look closer. Now this was a different hundredth of a frame. I stopped because this is not calibrated anymore correctly. It used to be calibrated in real small sections. So when I hit the pause button, this button, when I hit the pause button when I recorded, it normally would jump only 1/100th of a frame, but this jumps a whole frame now. So they took away my calibration method of finding these things. Because you can, when you slow them down in all these little steps, if you go back and break these down into steps, if you know how to do that, you can edit it. If we could break this down, you'll see. Look at the damn skull right there, man. Whew, look how big that fucking thing is. Look at the size of that entity in there. If you can do that, you can actually see all the little things that are happening in each frame that I can't pick up in the one frame. So if you can do that, if you know how to do that, capture the whole frame and then separate it in small parts and go real slow. Look at that. Wow. Alright. Some scary looking stuff on our TVs, guys. If you can see these things on your television, you think they can't see you? You might want to think again, because they created television. You see how fast that was? I didn't even get a chance to stop it. It's just hard for me to stop it. Sometimes we catch it in different frames. Right like that. Let's see if we... Now this is so hard to stop. The calibration is so hard that I can only catch it one. I got to keep going back and catching it in different frames. Because this calibration on this thing right here is not working anymore. I'm sure that they did that on purpose. I'm pretty damn sure of it. It just cut me off in the middle of it. So, again, we have one frame to work with. We don't need anything else. Because in this one frame, and you can't see it because if you break it down in smaller frames, you'll be able to see step by step how these things manifest on the screen. All right. So if you want to do that, just take it and break it down and then slow it up. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. If you can get it slow enough, look at that face right there, man. If you can get it slow enough, you'll see what I'm saying. All this stuff kind of materializes at different times. And if you want to look inside these squares, I'm telling you, you'll see faces sometimes. Okay? So do that. And always poke around in all this little interference because you're going to see small parts of the guy right there. See his head? Look at this. See his... Right there, you can start to see his reptilian skull coming out right there. See the green part and those points? That's what that is. Alright. So, I don't really have any more to show you on this because, again, we can't calibrate and break it down because of our, you know, because of our remote control has been changed. Our boxes were changed. And again, I think they did it on purpose, but, you know, whatever. Alright, guys, for the chief, just showing you how to break down these anomalies when you see them on television. You just want to go back and forth real slow, in reverse if you have long enough time, and if you don't, like I had to do, these new calibrated machines, if you have the old cable boxes, they actually work better. Because if you hit the pause button real fast like that, it'll stop. Watch. See? You can do it like that. Alright, guys, for the chief, you have a good day. Hey guys, it is the Chief here. It is November 21st, Tuesday, Baltimore, Maryland, USA, Mid-Atlantic, Eastern Standard Time here. And what this clip is, you're seeing, this guy sent it to me, a subscriber named Philo, F-E-L-O. Trump and Merkel and all these people are at this dinner, right? And this cat, just look, watch this guy in the back. He stands up, he's got to be 8 foot tall, man. He's got a robe on, he looks fucking creepy as shit. I wonder if this guy's the demon that brings in the Antichrist here. This cat is nasty looking. You can't get a good look of his face, but when I pull this thing up close to it, it don't look good, man. He don't look normal, he don't look human, he don't look none of that. He looks like a nasty, demonic, manifested demon, guys. Jeez. What in the hell is going on in our government and the New World Order government, man? These people are bringing in the demonic realm, man. This is getting serious, guys. If this isn't proof enough that Trump and the rest of these guys are in on this, don't know what to tell you. Here's some pictures.